to Michelle and Steve, and they'll talk about their new idea.
Hello, Venture Lab team. My name is Michelle St. John. I am a co-founder of Inner Circle and Go-Rolla.
And I'm also co-founder of Inner Circle and Go-Rolla, and I'm Steve Tebow.
We're here today to talk to you a little bit about what happens in your car. So 83% of us admit to drinking beverages while we're in the car. A lot of times that's a nice, sticky, sweet, carbonated beverage or a steaming hot coffee or maybe even something dairy related. And it inevitably happens to all of us. You spill it and the next thing you know, you've got something seeping into the seams of your leather seats or worse, all over everywhere. So our question for you is, what is your go-to when you spill in the car? Now, if you said that it was the napkins from the fast food restaurant or Kleenex, you're in great company. A lot of people say that. And then they talk to us a lot about how it continues to drip after they've used these napkins or these Kleenex. The fact of the matter is, messes happen. They're an essential part of life if you're having fun. You've got 289 million cars on the roadways and 135 million have children. That doesn't include all the pet parents. And then in addition to that, 30% of the labor force is required to be in the car for their job. So they're in there for extended periods of time. This idea came to us as I was sitting there and I realized how dangerous of a situation this was. I heard honking, screeching. I saw someone careen across traffic and they came into the service station. It was very obvious that he had spilled something on himself. And I watched him get out and he walked over to get the paper towels from the service station and they weren't there. And that's become a much more prevalent thing since the COVID-19 pandemic. And so I was looking at that and I was watching him. I watched him walk through a little gasoline before he got in his Audi. And I thought, why don't we have paper towels in the car? Looked it up quickly. It said 1/3 of all paper towel usage happens outside of the home. So that brings us a little bit to Steve and I. We have been entrepreneurs for 21 years. We have a service-based entrepreneurial company. It's experiential marketing, where we oftentimes work with consumer packaged goods companies. And so we went to one of the largest CPG companies and they have a paper towel team. And we said, hey, why aren't there paper towels in the car? So some of the learnings that we gathered from them is people absolutely want paper towels in their car. They've been trying to solve it for decades. We said, we've got this great idea. And they said, you know what, come on in. But we've seen just about everything that you could possibly imagine. So the good news is we'll tell you why it won't work. Sure enough, we went in there. They played with our product and said, this is the most intuitive solution we've ever seen. They actually encouraged us to patent it. We looked at the car accessories industry, 500 billion, and here we are.
Introducing the Go-Rolla, the Dyson of the portable paper towel holders. As you can see, it anchors itself in about 6 locations. It can be horizontal, it can be vertical, it can slot, it can tuck, it can lie down, and it can hang. We do have some competitors, but not many. And the ones that we found were structurally difficult to work with. They were flimsy, they didn't seem substantial, they seemed cumbersome and large, and more importantly, they didn't anchor themselves well in a vehicle. So, what makes the Go-Rolla different? It's simple. Some of the simplest things are the most effective. It's easily accessible. It's sleek. The roll is easy to take off and take on. You can hang it, pick it up, take it and walk away. It's substantial and it's different than anything that's out there. We don't just see it as a B2C product. We see it as a B2B product. There are clients out there and brands that could use this to operate their businesses. We also see it as like a mini billboard for a client to have in any of your vehicles. Wouldn't that be nice? And on top of that, I think there's some wonderful licensing opportunities that go along with it. Here's where we are in our journey. All the paperwork is set in motion for the patent. And the patent is not just for paper towels. It's for all paper goods. We've got a trademark. And what we're looking for in an EIR is we need somebody to help us with the entry point, somebody to help us with purchase triggers. So when you're out and about with your family and you've got that 3-scoop cone and your grape juice and your milkshakes, let's get back to the things that mean the most and not worry about spills and messes. And let's roll with the fun and let's roll with our weekends.
You know, tailgating season is just around the corner. And I don't know about you, but that's how we roll. And so go UC and Go-Rolla.
Any questions?
Have you used it in your car?
Sorry?
Have you used it in your car yet?
I have. I actually put mine on a hook. I've got a SUV, so I put it on a hook in the trunk. And then secondly, I put it behind the seat where everybody has a pouch. That seems to be a nice place so that you can grab it when you're driving.
We have a little joke between us that whenever we have a meeting, it takes about 7 to 10 days before I get a picture and a text from someone saying, I was thinking of you. And you'd be amazed at some of the things that happen where people show me the picture of what they could have used it for in the car.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll take that.